Okay, got it. Okay, good evening, everybody. Rob Gearing here, the owner and admin of the TL2I Cash Mailer, um, also the creator of the Traffic Leads to Income system, marketing system, which lives over at TL2I CM. You may remember TL2I VM for like about 12 or 13 years, and then we recently converted over and rebranded to the TL2I Cash Mailer. But our great marketing system lives there. So that's an exciting thing. A marketing system that I've used for over 20 years online to create success. Um, and again, my name is Rob Gearing, owner and admin of TL2ICM and leader of Team Massive Success and your host for the evening. So important to repeat that so everybody knows who's who. We have a great panel with us. We are live on Facebook in our Team Massive Success group. You may be listening to this recorded as well. So it is totally cool to have everybody who's live or listening in any way, shape, or form. It's a pleasure and an honor to present the 4 pillars of marketing success or online marketing success. So I kind of like this. This is our background graphic before I log into TL2I, which we do every time. So you may think to yourself, well, what does the 4 pillars of marketing success have to do with TL2I? Well, TL2I is our base of operations. It's kind of it's actually one of our pillars of success and a high level recommendation for everybody to make sure that you have an active account and that you're taking advantage of the tools, the resources, the training, the advice, the coaching, everything that we have to offer to help people move forward in their online endeavors. So I like this. Not everybody realizes they have this. I'm not going to call it a splash page. It's an image that you can actually advertise. I guess you can make it into a page, but see how it has nice animation to it. This is in your affiliate tools area of your TL2I account. But let's just review some features on here. Earn on every email that you read. Mail to other members using credits. Cash can be converted to credits. You have access to our marketing system and up to 60% commissions at our highest level. So it's a fun graphic that's available to you, the TL2I CM member. So now I'm going to go ahead and do our usual login. And we'll kind of sit in the back office here for a second once I get my password in there. Here we go. We are logged in. So if you're not familiar with what you do once you log in, it's simple. Just basically, and different levels have a little different information in the members homepage, but the key is always just to log in and read and watch, because most levels do have a video. I'm going to be adding a video to the TL2L and the MSF mod levels very soon here. We had an initial video that we just weren't quite 100% satisfied with. So I need to re-record some material for those folks, and that'll be coming soon. But I'm going to leave this as a backdrop. I'm going to let this kind of sit for a second. I'm going to refer when I talk about the 4 pillars tonight of online marketing success. I'm going to refer to online marketing. I'm going to refer to offline marketing, which would also be known as your 9 to 5. And I'm also going to tie some things back into TL2I and sort of see if does it satisfy, requirements when it comes to the pillars to success. You may remember I did I did the 5 pillars, which you can find over at my YouTube channel, youtube.com / Rob Gearing. You can always subscribe and check out all of our great videos there and comment and like and share and all that good stuff. But I did the 5 pillars on choosing a business. So I figured, well, you know what? I'm not going to do 5 pillars tonight. I'm going to do 4 pillars on a different topic, 4 pillars to online marketing success. And the first one that I wrote down is show up. So everybody here who's live, okay, showed up, right? So that may be a real simple thing to say, but the issue with showing up means every day, right? Every day. So if you're part of a business, you're part of a marketing community, you want to show up every day. Now, the reason you want to do that is you want to, you want to be accountable. You should want to be accountable for your success. And there's nothing better than being part of a community and allowing the community potentially to hold you accountable as well as yourself in a nice way, not in a bad way. We think of being held accountable, when we talk about the 9 to 5 or the 1 to 9, whatever shift that you may unfortunately work offline. So that's because, trust me, I've been there, years ago, and we used to talk about holding people accountable. Well, in online business, you have to hold yourself accountable, but a peer group community will help with that. You can even ask your friends if you're in a chat of some kind. We have a great one over at Wow App, that's part of our step one instructions, plugging into Wow App and coming to our Team Massive Success, or I guess I should call it our Wow and Beyond group, which is our TL2I group over in Wow App, is a way to start that. It's a way to kind of hold yourself accountable because you're going to show up every day. You could ask some peers who are there as well to keep you honest and buzz you when they haven't heard from you on a given day. But it kind of takes us to number two: have a mentor. I think that's one of the most important things that you can possibly have. So showing up, though, nothing happens if you don't show up. And showing up means you show up when you're not feeling 100%, when you have maybe some other things going on. You're good. Oh, I'll just take a day off. I will, do it later. I'll pop into the community group tomorrow, 3 days from now, a week from now. But that's where you start sliding away then. So you've got to create firm foundations, communities that you can show up in, and choose a mentor. That mentor could be your sponsor. That mentor could be your upline. That would be your sponsor potentially, or the program owner. So I happen to be the program owner of TL2I, and I would love to be your mentor, right? If your sponsor's not interested and if your upline's not interested, I would love to. I'll get you on my calendar, robgearing.com/calendar, and I will help you with whatever you need, marketing. And I've even told people I will help you with I'm not a licensed life coach. I'm an amateur, but I've been around, 55 times around, this crazy world, right? I think that's a saying, but I've been around for a while and I've had a lot of experiences, and you'd be surprised. It's always, hey, it's like, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm willing to be an ear for anybody and any reason, really, honestly. So I like to think that there's more to this than just business. And you've been seeing some of my posts on Facebook that are kind of going some different directions, and I really mean that sincerely. That I'm here for people, and the people may not have shown up yet, but I'm here, and I'm here for you for sure. So robgearing.com/calendar is a way to get on the calendar and have some real one-on-one mentoring time with me. So having a mentor is important because the mentor then, you can't always count on your community peers. So the mentor can hold you accountable if you ask them to, right? In online business, we have to hold ourselves accountable. So, but you may just need help with that. And that's where your mentor can help you with that, is to whatever you need. And it's like the hotel will give you a wake up call when you need to wake up at 8:30 in the morning or 9 in the morning or whatever the time. I unfortunately sometimes get up. I like to get up at 6:30 in the morning because I want to get cracking on my day and get things moving. But I'm not promising I can give 50,000 members, or how many we have at TL2I, a morning wake up call. But you follow what I mean. I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to help and support people, and that's where a mentor is important. Now, the reason a mentor is important is they always say follow a person who has succeeded and do exactly what they have done, and the likelihood of your success is very great. So I followed this a few years back. It was my breakthrough years of 2016 and 2017, where I went to my upline and I said, I really, really, really want to know exactly what you do, and I want to know how much you spend, and I want to know exactly what you do, and I want your exact emails, and I want your exact autoresponder, and I want to duplicate it. Well, that was a breakthrough because I did that. I did just that, and really, hit some great commissions and some super income. And ever since that day, I thought, well, since I got that kind of help and support, I'm really going to notch up my efforts to help other people. Now I went to that person and I sought them out. They didn't come grab me, but I knew they were a good person and that they were open to conversation. So, you do have to be, the creator of your own success. You have to go out and get it. Um, I did a recent post on Facebook because I saw somebody post about, don't pray for what you want, just go out and make it happen. And I thought to myself, well, I know a lot of people, including myself, like to pray, right? It's not a bad thing. And people can do whatever they want. There's no, there's no, obligation to do anything. But, I know a lot of people are out there, in a spiritual way. So I thought, you know what, let me put a Facebook post out there to kind of put that idea into a different light. And what I said was, obviously I agree with that. You don't, God, give me $1 million. Well, God's not going to give you $1 million, or whoever you pray to, however you, you do that, whatever your, your leaning is, I guess I should say. So, but the better way would be give me the courage, give me the strength, give me the vision, the wisdom. And then but yes, you got to go out and make it happen. I think that and that's a good thought, I think, to put out there. And there was a lot of positive feedback with that. So I like that. So, I think that, having a mentor, having guidance, having a go-to, and also being driven in the sense of yourself and your purpose to go out and make it happen, right? You can't wish, over look up and to pick a lucky star and it's going to happen, or pray it to make it happen. You do ultimately have to yourself, you know, pull up your bootstraps, as they say, and do things that will create success. And that takes us to number 3, which is income producing activities. Income producing activities, behaviors, things that, I may need the strength and courage to go out. I gotta find that in some way, shape, or form. But ultimately, it's my behaviors. It's what I go out and do. The income producing activities that will, really start making a difference in your business. And again, plug into your mentor, find out exactly what they're doing, show up every day, and make mistakes and come back the next day and correct them. And don't well, I don't want to get to my last point because I'm almost ready to say it. But let me focus on income producing activities a little bit. What does that mean? Income producing activities are obviously activities that produce income. But what does that look like? So um, when I sit down to my computer on a given day, okay. So running traffic, advertising, right, is very important. So you have to have material, whether you're generating your leads, generating signups, or buying leads. You have to have material. That would be an income producing activity. Posts on Facebook that have a purpose, whether the reader knows it or not. You're trying to draw people, right? So I'll talk about the social media in a second. Give you a little bonus material on that because I mentioned it earlier. Um, so I want to circle back on that. And definitely the follow up is an income producing activity. So that is, in my opinion, texting, calling, one-on-one emails. And let's put it in order of what I think is important. An autoresponder is not follow up. Okay, let's just understand that. Put that out of your mind. Let it do its thing, let it run, but it is not your follow up. Okay. It's an autoresponder. It's not follow up. Follow up is personal. A one-to-one email. Oh, I say, I'm like, but okay. It would fall under the very bottom rung. Sending a text message. Now we're getting to one-on-one communication that is a little more direct, and then following up with a phone call and a meeting and in connection, and then we can proceed to get people onto a Zoom call or a company call or a three-way with the sponsor upline, or all of that good stuff. But these are all income producing activities. What are non-income producing activities? Well, they would be things that don't work. So using mailers and traffic exchanges that are dead, that have no new blood coming in, and doing it day in and day out and getting no signups or leads coming in. Putzing around with websites and playing with colors and words and futzing around. That's a word my mother invented. Futzing around with emails. Oh, maybe if I have or versus and, that'll make a big difference. Let me alert you to something. Nobody cares. Okay. They don't care. They don't really read the emails. They skim them. You're lucky if they'll click a link. It's like the viral mailers. I say keep the email short, because people aren't going to read it. They have 5 seconds in this site, in TL2I. When we go to the cash mail inbox and we take a look, we're going to go to the cash mail inbox. Oh, something about a matrix, a 3x7 matrix. Pays the greatest. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Okay. Click the link to earn cash. I'm giving somebody some exposure right now. 5 seconds. So did I really have a time for that email? Did I really have time? Here, I'll go ahead and click the animal. There we go. I earned a cent. There we go. Let's close that up. But in the email, I would give Ted credit here because it's fairly simple. It's to the point. So that's a good one. So we like the cash mail inbox. We love that people advertise with us. But it's not in my 4 pillars conversation. But what would be non-income producing would be to constantly be joining. I guess it does fall in my 4 pillars. Constantly joining everything that you see. That's not the point. The point of this is not to join everything you see. Clearly not. That will keep you away from actually earning. So you have to, one of the income producing activities would be to focus and stay with what you have. And number 4, I'll just tell you, it's don't quit. It's don't quit. Because so many people have been in good opportunities, but because they're not doing the right things, they quit and they go to something else. So what you're better off doing, unless the program goes out of business or is a scam. Okay, so you can refer back to my 5 pillars of choosing a good business and make that decision. But if you're in a good, solid op, don't quit. Figure it out. Get with your upline, choose a mentor, show up daily, whether it be a Facebook group, a chat, anything like that. Like if you are in one of our WOW groups, just say hi every day. That's showing up every day. So these are some income producing activities, and they will cause you to be excited, to want to check in and show up every day into your community, and to want to help other people. Not just your own team or downline, but then you become, you start branching out and helping others, and it comes, good deeds do come back to you. That is for sure. So what are some other bad activities that are not income producing? Going to too many webinars, right? Going to too many webinars, or always reading. We love ebooks. We love, training materials, but you could become addicted to just always in webinars or reading and studying, or taking in, all the Tony Robbins and this guy and that guy and this lady and this person and the self-help thing. So it's like we called it getting ready to get ready back in the day. So I'm going to bring that term back. I'm getting ready to get ready. I'm getting my paper. I got my pens. I'm an online marketer. I got a computer. I ran a couple of ads. Nothing happened. I got a few signups. I'm afraid to say anything to them. I'm embarrassed to mention anything on social media. I'm just going to say I quit. And then, a month later, I'm going to join up again. Here's a new one. It's going to be different this time. I'm going to join. I'm going to pay money. And then I'm never going to have to worry about sponsoring people because I'm going to get rich. You know what? Go buy a Powerball. So, opportunities that say, you can make a lot of money by not recruiting, meaning that you could get lucky. Your sponsor could spill over somebody who brings in an entire country of people. again, go buy a Powerball ticket. Like we talked about, oh, I don't know, a few webinars ago, be the spill creator, not the spill waiter, right? Um, so income producing activities are never sitting and waiting for something to happen. It's going out and making something happen. And making something happen is getting with your mentor, showing up, following the instructions, getting a proper funnel set up, and then advertise. Now on social media is fun because that post that I did today that I got 40 likes, I'm going to take it to private message. Thank you for liking that. I really appreciate that. What's going on with you today? What's new in your world? Polite people will say after I listen and I'm actively listening and I'm actively responding, they're going to say, "Well, Rob, what's new with you?" Oh my goodness, I've got some things to catch you up on, right? So that's what we call not recruiting so much, though it kind of is, but it's peer-to-peer. It's peer-to-peer communication of people in the industry, and people are attracted to people who um, engage with them, that have something going on, that have in compelling material that they've posted on their wall and whatnot. So that's how I do it, right? That's a secret that that not everybody shares that's in this industry, but it's a lot of what happens behind the scenes. So if you're posting your link on Facebook, that's not going to get you that's not going to get you anywhere. That'll get you nowhere. But if you work a different angle of things and have good, intelligent communications with people, and you care about them, you want to care about them, they will care back about you, and you never know what's going to happen. You may have the secret sauce that they've been looking for, you know. So that is really the income producing activities. Always think in terms of what am I doing today that's going to make me some dollars. So, and again, it goes beyond just advertising and follow up. It goes into social media. It goes into a little bit of what we call the recruiting side, where we are having communications with people in our Facebook Messenger and our Wow Messenger and things like that, based on Facebook is nice because they started it. They engaged with you. You're just continuing the engagement, I guess we could say. Um, and then, having a few business cards or something that you can use offline as well is an income producing activity. Just always in terms of, and don't be afraid to be a little aggressive. The worst that can happen is you learn I've crossed the line. But like my favorite coach, the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers says, I would rather say to somebody, whoa, than sick 'em. So if I have to explain that, I will. That's one of my favorite quotes. And this is a coach talking. We're all coaches here. I'd rather say whoa than sick 'em. Right. So just think about the term, you got to say whoa to the horse that's like going crazy, that maybe crossed the line a little bit. Think about that in terms of sports and the coach. And we're in a sport here. Some of us are in one of the greatest team sports ever. It's multi-level marketing. We can create, huge fortunes by building teams of competent, high-level coaches and online executives who build themselves businesses and teach people to build businesses, who teach people to build businesses, who teach people to build businesses, who in turn teach people to build businesses, etc. So think about that for a minute. So I always just chuckle when people mock, "Oh, you're an MLM." Yeah, I'm an ML. Here's my reply. Yeah, I'm an MLM. Yeah. How's things going for you? I guess I could say. So just to reiterate, our four pillars: showing up, have a mentor, income producing activities only, limit the non-income producing activities, limit the blog post that go nowhere, limit the playing around with graphics and words and emails, and switch it over to getting information to people, being a deliverer directly via word of mouth. That means talking to people about what you're doing. That is how sales ultimately are made. and I'm going to go probably a little over half an hour here. So when we think about, oh, I'm going to let the autoresponder. So the person's going to get an email, they're going to read it, and they're going to take action. That is about as far away from personal interaction as you can have. The money is at the personal interaction level. Okay. Now it helps to do videos, you know, that's where videos come into play. The closer you can get to people, they can see you, they can hear you, they know you're real. But if, even a video is not meeting somebody, I guess the closest would be when you can look somebody in the eye and press the flesh, so to speak, shake hands, right? So that would be in your community. So there's a huge gold mine just in that, because that the closer you get to people, always think about that in your income producing activities. The closer that you can get to people, the closer you are to making money, right? Like I would say, hey Vicky, here, take a look at this. What do you think? This is exciting. The great products, great comp plan. Vicky's probably going to be like, yeah. If I send that email via an autoresponder to Vicky, no, I think that she would probably shake her head and agree. You got a big gap here. So we have to get all of everybody who's we're trying to reach and influence. We got to narrow this down and start getting people closer to people, right? I would have never gotten married if my dating, application would have been, email and Gmail or only, and never, a face to face meeting. You can't really have a family via email, right? And so, anyways, so, um, so yes, show up, have the mentor, do the income producing activities, really critically analyze, and have your mentor help you with that. Have them tell them what you're doing today, and they can check to see if that's income producing activities. And don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Unless it's, there are times you have to, but you got to stick it out sometimes. You got to go through the ups and the downs. It's the quitting, and if you're going to quit, then never come back, honestly, unless, like I say, company goes out of business or it's been uncovered that it's a scam. But just because you're not making money is not necessarily a reason to quit. It means you're not doing the right things in that company. Learn the skills, get the skill set, get the thing down. I think maybe people think there is a company out there that I can advertise and I don't have to do anything, and money will just flow. No, it just doesn't work like that. That's the unfortunate, I guess, or I would be doing it too. I wouldn't be, pounding the desk on this meeting we're having tonight. So that is it. Now, a couple of things I do want to talk about bonuses. There's been a lot of talk about bonuses, and I do want to offer all the bonuses to everybody that's listening to this. So the bonuses would be, when you come and when you join TL2I, the TL2I cash mailer. And if you're not a member, get back to the person who invited you tonight and get their link and join. So, basically, just read these instructions and watch the video. You will see a video if you're a free member. You have a chance to get a free upgrade, right? So you can go through my 7 steps of success. It's kind of like my version of an ebook of success, right? The 7 steps of success, critically acclaimed, one of the best marketing pieces of material ever known to man. Maybe I'm being a little exaggerating, but it's pretty darn good. So that's a bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, if you want to get a JV upgrade, you want to show up in our WOW group, and we teach you and show you how to come to our WOW group, right in this step 1 training. We will reload your, we call it the OTO for the 1497 quarterly graduate upgrade. So we already gave you a freebie called the Breakthrough. We're going to make you a JV, which is a high level upgrade. It's one of our top 3 upgrades that we offer. So for $14.97 a quarter and everything you're going to get with that package, that's really a great bonus. But you got to show up, right? And you may have to meet with me, a mentor. So it's all good though. You'll have fun. We always have good meetings. I've never had anybody say this didn't help them. We always move the one peg forward. Everybody that ever meets comes to robgearing.com/calendar. Satisfaction guaranteed. Now we offer other bonuses too based on our income recommendations. So I'm going to go over to the downline builder real quick. I'm going to click that. And Wow app is there, and it's one of the few required things that we have here because it's so integrated into our system, and it pays you every day to show up. It's called UBI. Um, so we go down our list here. When you get to Got Backup, if you join Got Backup, you get a and pay into Team Massive Success, you get a JV upgrade we give you. If you take their VIP plan, you get a TL2L upgrade. And we've done videos and trainings, and we have material regarding what you get at these levels. It just gets better as you go up. Great Life Worldwide got an amazing bonus right now. So, so you will get the JV upgrade just for coming in as a paid member within Team Massive Success, of course. But we also can offer you. Now, there's a fellow named Reggie Cochran who's a renowned life coach, $1,000 plus, spanning over 9 bonuses that I will be able to release to you via one URL, basically by coming in. And this is for new people coming in. So, and people that are in have access to it as well. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably missed some of the things we did in our Facebook chat. So definitely get on the inside. We can share all that. And then we have another bonus too with the just like we have at Got Backup. If you go to the Platinum Auto Ship level at Great Life Worldwide, you'll get a TL2L, which is second from the top upgrade that we offer here at Traffic Leads to Income. So these are some great bonuses that are out there. Um, you know, just wanted to mention we take care of people who are serious and showing up and doing the right things and moving forward. We take care of them. I take care of my people that I mentor, coach, my customers, my clients. I am a life coach. I hope to be certified. One of the programs that actually offers life coach training is Great Life Worldwide. So it's not just nutritional products, but great digital products. So I'm an amateur life coach, but I hope to get certified, and I hope to be able to be on a life coach platform someday to take people to another level of help and success and whatnot. So it's a great journey. It's a great journey that we're on here, and you all should think of yourselves as coaches. You all should think of yourselves as great, and you have something to offer. And we don't need fancy diplomas. We don't need special certifications, honestly, to be anything that we want to be. We just go out and we make it happen. So show up, have a mentor, make sure your activities and behaviors are income producing, and don't quit. So on that note, I bid you massive success. We're going to end the recording, but we're going to stay live with our live participants and anybody over in Facebook group that's watching the stream. But those watching this recording, I thank you very much. And as always, to your massive success.